Dear student, today we are discussing the 11th level chapter, and the chapter name is arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progression is an important chapter for the board exam as well as the competitive exam. Any kind of competitive exam, you can see one question from this chapter. So this chapter is an equally important for the board exam student as well as the competitive exam student. Today we are discussing at first the formula of this chapter, that is arithmetic progressions, and then some example of this chapter. Okay, one by one we are discussing formula, then we are discussing the example. Now formula section, suppose the first term is A and the common difference is equal to D, then the series will be A, then A plus D, then A plus 2D, and so on. Then the last term Tn, and Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, and sum of n terms formula will be n by 2 times of 2a plus n minus 1 into D, whereas a is the first term, D is the common difference, and n is the number of terms, total number of terms. So this is the formula of sum of nth terms, and this is the formula last term, and sometime Tn will be called L, the last term. When 3 number is there, then the number will be A plus D, and A minus D. This is the formula to take the 3 terms in AP. Why you take this? Because if we adding this all, then you get 3A, D is vanish. Similarly, when 4th term is there, then A plus D, A minus D, A plus 3D, A minus 3D. Then when we adding this all, then we get 4A. And now when the 5 terms is there, then the number will be that type, A minus D here and A plus 2D here. When adding this all, then we get 5 of A. That is, if we take the number, 3 number in that way, 4 number in that way, 5 number is that way, then we get that additional advantage to find out the value of A and D. And this is the primary formula for the arithmetic progressions. Now we are discussing this all, and after that we are discussing some example of this chapter which are important for the board exam as well as the competitive exam. Now first example, we are discussing the ratio of nth term of 2AP, that is the arithmetic progressions, is this one. Then find the ratio of their 4th terms. Now according to the formula solution, let A1, this one for the first, and this is for the second. The first term is equal to A1 and the common difference is equal to D1. Here first term is equal to A2 and common difference is equal to D2. Then nth term Tn will be A1 plus n minus 1 into D1 according to the formula, Tn formula. Similarly here Tn will be A2 plus n minus 1 into D2. Now, by the given condition, the ratio of these two is this one. That is a1 plus n minus 1 times of d1 divided by a2 plus n minus 1 times of d2 is equal to 11n minus of 21 divided by 5n plus of 21. Now we are discussing about the fourth terms. That is, this will be the 3 because Tn formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. When we discuss about the fourth term, there is a T4, then this will be 4 minus 1, this is the 3. So that will be the 3, that will be the 3. That is, when we discuss n minus 1 is equal to 3, then n is equal to 4. Then put it 4 here. If we put the 4 here, then we get a1 plus 3d1 divided by a2 plus 3d2 is equal to, when we put n is equal to 4, then we get 44 minus of 21, 20 plus of 21. Calculating this, then we get 3 and 2 and this will be 4, 1. That is, the ratio of their fourth terms will be 23 is to 41, which is our equal result. That is, the fourth terms of the given to AP will be 23 is to 41. This is the complete of first example, and that type example is important for the board exam as well as a competitive exam. You can see these types of questions in your exam, recent exam. This is the complete of first example. Now we move to the second example of the day. Now we are discussing the second example of the day. The second example is find the sum of the numbers between 100 to 400 and which is divisible by 11s. So at first, the number is divisible by 11 and the number is between 100 to 400 and divisible by 11. That is, the first number will be, if we find the first number, then divide with, this is the 99, so 1 is there. So if 1 is minus, then this will be 99, lesser of 100. So first term will be (99) plus of 11. That is 110. So first term is equal to 110 because 99 plus of 11 is equal to 110. And the last term, when we discuss about the last term, then divisible by 11, then we get this one, this one, this one, 4 is there. So the last term is equal to 400 minus of 4. That is 396. So the last term is equal to 400 minus of 4, that is a 396. Because if we adding some number with 400, then this will be exceed the 400. And the number are between 100 and 400. That is why if 4 is less, then 396 is divisible by 11. So first term A is equal to 110 and the last term Tn is equal to 396. Now Sn is equal to, Sn the formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and d is the 11 because the divisible by 11. So we can use it, there is a d is equal to 11. and Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So using this here, that is a Tn is equal to 396, then a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 396, then putting the value of a and d, a is equal to 110 and n minus 1 and d is equal to 11, and using this n minus 1 times of 11 is equal to 396 minus of 110, then we get 286. Calculating, we get 286 divisible by 11, then we get 26, that is n is equal to 27. There is a n is equal to 27, then we get Sn will be 27 by 2 and multiply with 2 times of 110 plus of 27 minus 1 times of d. 27 divided by 2 and 2 to 0, and this is the 26 multiplied with 11. After calculating this we get the exact value of Sn, and now this is the complete of second example. Now we move to the third and the final example of the day. Now we are discussing the third and the final example of the day. The third example is Sn is a sum of an AP, then show that Sn plus 3 minus of 3 times of Sn plus 2 plus 3 times of Sn plus 1 minus of Sn is equal to 0. These types of question is an important for your exam, any kind of exam. So we move to the solution. Now according to the given information, suppose the first term is equal to a and the common difference is equal to d, then Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now replacing n by n plus 3, then we get this. Similarly, when we replace n by n plus 2, then we get now replace n by n plus 1, then we get so S n plus 3 minus 3 times of S n plus 2 plus 3 times of Sn plus 1 minus of Sn. Now putting this value from here, that is n plus 3, S of n plus 3 is this one. So n plus 3 by 2, and this is 2a plus this one, 2a plus n plus 2 times of d. Similarly, minus this one 3 times of Sn plus 2, Sn plus 2, this one n by 2 multiply with this and 2a, and calculating we get n plus 1 times of d. Similarly, plus 3. Now Sn plus 1, Sn plus 1 means n plus 1 by 2 and 2a, and this will be the nd. and Sn is equal to this one. So n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now calculating this and comparing a and d, then we get, if we take the common a, then we get a times of n plus 3, and from here 3n minus 6, from here 3n plus 3, from here minus of n. And similarly, when we take d is in common, then we get n plus 3 divided by 2 times of n plus 2, and similarly 3 n plus 2 times of this one, and n plus 1 is there, and plus this one plus 3 into n plus 1 divided by 2 multiplied with n, and minus n by 2 n minus 1. Here you can see n 3n is a plus, that is a n 3n plus n is an 4n. Similarly minus 3n and n is an minus 4n, so this will be vanished. Similarly minus 6 is there and plus 3 is there, so this will be a into 0. Similarly when we calculating this all, then we get this will be the also the 0, that is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, which is our equal result. This is a complete of third example. This is a complete of today's discussions. Hope today's discussions about the chapter AP will help you to understand this chapter and extend your knowledge about this chapter. When you practicing this chapter in future, this video enrich your knowledge to solve the problem in your exam. It will be the board exam as well as the competitive exam.